If you've just tuned in, this is Power 104.1 FM, and it's the station that's all about love as we deal with your love week and issues on commitment. And if you've missed the conversation so far, you can check out our Twitter page, because I'm sure Mrs. Kisaka has been tagging Power FM Uganda on everything that's been going on. But you can also check out our Facebook page, 104.1 Power FM with a capital P, where many of you have questions. And before we let her go, because she's about to leave in a few minutes, somebody here is saying something very, very interesting. Gentleman says, I've been dating for about 2 years now. We agreed to keep it pure. We've planned a kuchala in September this year. But I feel like this lady is taking the boundary thing a bit too far. I mean, even a peck is not accepted. Is this really love?
Yeah.
Hey, where is she? I mean, just a peck.
You know, they say women are the measuring, they are the thermometer of the relationship. And they're like the gatekeepers of how far you can go and how mostly Sengas will tell you, the woman, you know, it's you who keep the boundaries. The man will always be trying to break them, but you should always be there, the gatekeeper. Maybe her Senga told her that. And I wouldn't disagree that too much, because, you know, one thing leads to another.
An inch, in for a mile.
Yeah, I'm all yours. I'm 100% yours, you know.
So let's say the I do's and
yeah. What do you think, Becky?
Well, I think she's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, brother, I'm not on your side. But
no, there's this saying that when you give an inch, it becomes a ruler. Yeah, it just
in for an
growing.
inch, in for a mile.
Yeah.
So you will thank her later on. Let her be tough. Let her be unwavering. Let her be very principled in keeping you structured to what you set out to do.
That's true.
In the first place. So just be thankful that she's actually made of stunner stuff. It's good. Somebody is saying, thanks for the show, you're welcome. Say, I have been seeing a guy for over 2 years. Things have been rocky for a year, and things have been quite interesting. Long distance, no butterflies. I feel like we've grown apart. Please advise.
You know, with matters of the heart, the heart doesn't deceive you. It tells you the truth, and sometimes you need to have those candid conversations, especially when you're not yet married.
What about the people who say the heart is not so smart?
Yeah, actually it is. Also, just have to know it's not so smart. But it is important to have the candid conversation. It's important not to lie to yourselves. That's something happening when you really know, both of you, there is nothing happening there. Because remember earlier I say that you don't need butterflies to get into the marriage, but at the same time you don't need to be rock-hearted, you know. There may not be butterflies, but you enjoy the friendship, you know, just being together, you know. You don't feel like, oh, I'm swooning when I see him. When he calls me on the phone, I'm like, oh my God, I can't. No, but there is, the niceness about being around each other. So
if the friendship grows cold, then the relationship isn't worth pursuing?
No, I'm not saying it isn't worth pursuing, but you need to be, your eyes are open to it, and either you work intentionally towards growing it, because now this is the boredom we talked about in the beginning. How do we deal with this boredom that's coming of our relationship, you know? We need to be intentional. And you definitely can make the boredom go away. Those are skills.
It's on you.
It's on you, the two of you. Don't just be passive and hope that the fire will come somehow. No. You have to do stuff. You have to do things together. You have to read some books together, you know.
Somebody told me something quite interesting a while ago when they mentioned, we're still talking about commitment, but even though we hadn't called it commitment, but they mentioned the fact that, you know, you have an exam, you read for it, you prepare for it, you ask questions, you seek out people who know the field in which you're taking the
Yes.
exam in, and you find, you look for information
Yes.
about this exam so that you're prepared, you're ready.
Mhm.
And when you go to the exam, you will score highly because you've prepared.
It's true.
It's like same goes for marriage, same goes for everything in your life. I mean, read, prepare, ask the people that have been there before you, look again, what mistakes have they made? I will not make this one. If you make them, get up, try again, because it's the same thing. The amount of investment
it's
you
required.
put in your relationship
Yeah.
or your marriage, or your purity, or whatever it is that you're committed, the amount of investment
Is what you get
that you
out.
put into it is what you will get out. I mean, it will show. If you've been investing towards communication, it will show.
It's true.
When it's easy for you to talk to one
true.
another. If you've been investing in having activities that are going to bond the two of you, it will show in the intimacy that will follow thereafter. So, and I thought that made a lot of sense to me.
It does. In fact, there is a writer who talks about it as he uses the imagery of the bank accounts, like just like we bank finances, real money into a bank account, we need to bank emotionally. You can never go to your bank account, Becky, to withdraw money, well knowing that you've never banked. In the same way, you have to bank emotionally. And if you try to withdraw when you've not been banking emotionally, you go into red. So the person is moody, becomes cold towards you. So we need to be intentional, emotionally banking into one another. And when you are committed in a marriage or even in engagement, you have to think through it. What ways am I going to bank into my friend's account today? For some of us, doesn't come naturally. Some people, it comes naturally, they do all the lovely little things. For some people, especially our gentlemen, it does not come naturally. I mean, that was a wrong statement. There's some gentlemen who are just like, So you have to think, but have I been banking? Should I be banking? So you try to withdraw a huge amount, like telling them that you're not a virgin. That's withdrawing when you've not been banking. Oh my God, you go into super red. And you see blink, 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 blink. So yes, what you're talking about, investing in the relationship. One of the most important capital assets we have in life are relationships. They are most important capital.
Everything works on relationships.
It is.
Even business, it's a
true.
business relationship.
The highest level of fellowship is in work, and it's done through people. We do work through people. So investing in our relationships, especially those close relationship, is the most valuable thing you can do for yourself.
Oh, I like this. Another person is saying, we started dating on Christmas, but she's dying to have sex with me. Every time we're together, she tries to take me there, but I am not ready for it. Well, I guess he's just telling us. He's not asking a question.
He's a great guy, that one. Help her. Maybe keep some more distance away from her if you love her. And
keep some distance. How is that going to work out exactly? Because if you keep distance, that will mean you're growing cold.
No, not necessarily. You love her enough to keep the distance so that you don't end up in sex. Okay. Because over time, that man's boundaries will be, resistance will be worked on. And he says, maybe let me do it just for this one. Maybe she'll stop pestering me. But he does himself well to keep a distance so that this does not happen.
Okay. That's a very interesting one. The last one I'm going to ask you for today is, there's a lady who asked Ali, I think she's called Jay. She said, what if I'm committed to this relationship, but my partner isn't committed? Because, staying committed when there's lack of commitment or there is no longer any commitment from the other partner it sounds like a very hard thing to do. What should she do? What does one do when they're committed and the other person... Is
this in marriage or before marriage?
I think she's just relating. They're just dating.
Yeah. One of the things that help with relationships is really having these candid conversations, what's going on here. And sometimes we are rushed to break a relationship when all that person needs is time to grow into it. Yeah? But in growing into it, you don't want to be just hoping when you really don't know what they're thinking. So the candid conversation, the straightforward conversation enables you to know, actually, Peter, I'm committed to this, but I need time. Maybe they communicate that, so you are hanging in there. And this is not time as in, I need 6 months. They need this to grow on them. And it varies from personality to personality. But I am one for candid conversations. I don't like these things of gray areas. I mean, after all, you're going to be a couple. You may as well start talking candidly and communicate, tell them, I just not into this thing of hanging out every day. I like you, but I need time. I need some more space. And if she can't take that, then maybe it won't work.
I'm not committed anymore. Okay. Thank you so much, Dorothy. It's been a pleasure having you. You've been great help.
I've loved being here, Becky. I've loved being with you in the studio. Yeah.
Thank you. You've made it all the more worthwhile. Well, Dorothy Kisaka has been here helping us deal with a few of our issues on commitment. It's ongoing till the end of the week. Look forward to what's going to be happening.
You haven't talked about time wasters.
What?
Suppose that waste people's time.
Yet for you, you're committed.
Then they come there and waste your time.
As you can see, we are wasting her time. It's time for the news.